This is the new updated BMW M5. After the general 5 Series facelift, let's take a look at the sporty top model. This is the M5 Competition. The Competition model always comes with a little more features and even more horsepower tune. In the front we can see the wider double kidney with a black frame and especially for the M5 vertical double fins. The lower area is covered with a honeycomb structure. Also the front bumpers have been revised. Look at the new headlamps, they feature double L-form LED daytime running lights now. The main unit comes standard with adaptive LED technology and optional also with laser light. Now also with a black background. One of the racy highlights is the carbon fiber rooftop. Standard for the M5 are 19-inch wheels. 20-inch is optional or standard for the M5 Competition. These are the new optional 20-inch M wheels. The blue brake calipers are optionally also available in red or high gloss black, and the golden brake calipers you can see here mark the optional carbon ceramic brakes. The BMW M5 receives a new damper setting. BMW promises both improvements in sportiness and comfort. The M5 Competition sits 7 mm lower and is even stiffer in the suspension than the M5. The length is at 4,98 m, 16'3" or 196 inches, which is slightly longer than before, but that's just due to a little more spoiler overhang. In the rear, the tail lamps have a new 3-dimensional design and also a L-form LED light. The rear bumper has been restyled, and in the M5 you get a contrasting lower diffuser in black as well as a black spoiler lip. The M5 comes also with 2 dual exhaust pipes. It has a valve system for choosing the real sound depth. The M5 Competition is supposed to give you even more music. The all-wheel drive is rear-wheel biased, and the rear differential can also distribute the power between the wheels of the rear axle. The engine is unchanged, the 4.4-liter V8 bi-turbo with 600 or 625 horsepower in the Competition model. The standard all-wheel drive can also be set to two-wheel drive only, but rather for sporty track use since all stability systems are deactivated then. Acceleration to 100 km or 62 miles an hour is 3.4 or 3.3 seconds for the Competition model, and to 200 km or 125 miles an hour 11.8 or 10.8 seconds. Maximum speed is 250 km or 155 miles per hour and 305 km an hour or 190 miles an hour with the optional Autobahn suicide. They call it driver's package. In the interior you get the dual 12.3-inch setup standard. So the base 5 Series starts with 10.25-inch screens left and right. Starting with the M550i already, you have the bigger ones that are usually an option. And of course then also standard here for the M5. They also feature the most current voice recognition system with natural voice input, and now also not only Apple CarPlay but also Android Auto support finally for the BMWs, both wireless. And you also get the over-the-air updates possibility. M-specific is the setup button for changing the driving parameters in the middle console. Next to that you'll find an M-Mode button where you switch between stability systems, preset, road, sport and track. This will also change the view modes in the instruments and in the head-up display, or even deactivate some of the gauges in the case of the track mode. And as we're used to, you get the M1 and M2 buttons at the steering wheel. They activate the mode that you preset in the menu yourself. And at the shifting lever you can change the shifting characteristics that had also been there before. M Sport seats with integrated head restraints are standard. Unfortunately, there's no works option for fabric or Alcantara surfaces so far. As for assistance systems, you can get all the stuff from the normal 5 Series. After all M5 will 99% of the time be moved on public roads. The lane keeping assist, for example, has been updated for this facelift. Oh yeah, and prices. As usual, double the price than an entry model. The German example prices for an M5, for example, 121,000 euros, and for the M5 Competition, 130,000 euros. Piece of cake, right? So, what do you think here of the new M5 facelift? Also tune in the episode for the general 5 Series facelift if you maybe are interested in the M5 but rather would go for a more affordable model. And of course also tune in for our M5 driving review. Since so many things have not been changed, the driving review of course still counts. So see you there.